If I would have jumped on the opportunity, things could probably be different, but I was blind to it. And so for anybody that's listening, if you just keep your eyes open, and if you feel like you should be doing something, taking a leap of faith, do it. Don't be scared to be like, oh, I don't want to offend people. I don't want to do that, because now I'm like, man, I should have just posted on social media and told people like, yeah, we're still working. Not be so scared.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's program. We have Erika from the Scoop podcast and from social media. Try not to get on TikTok, but when I do, you pop up all the time.
I know, it's going ham over there. I try to post as much as possible. I really do. And so it's been nice posting those short clips because they're easy to crank out.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job. I mean, not a day goes by I do not see you, Erika. You're pop up in my feed every single day.
I deleted TikTok off my phone last week though, but I need to put it back on. It's addicting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I just scroll and scroll. So I'm like, I got to get it off my homepage, take a breather. But as for the podcast and all that stuff, I got to keep it on there.
I'm in the same predicament. I do that all the time. I delete my account, but I delete my app and then I get back on.
Do you have two phones? I have two phones now, so I'm thinking I'm going to move all the social media stuff over to my business phone and just keep my personal for personal, so I can kind of separate the two.
Yeah, I just have one phone and I'm on it all day long, so.
I hear ya.
So you have a poopin', scoopin' business.
I do. We scoop dog poo.
Make money, make six figures.
What does Andrew say? He says, scoop that poop and bag that loot. He says I need to coin that phrase. I'm like, but it's yours. It's your phrase. And he said, I'm handing it to you. It's all you.
He's not pooping, scooping.
No, he does it minimally.
Okay.
Like every once in a while for his customers. He's not doing it like I do it every day.
And are you working with Mr. Producer on your podcast?
Yes, he's been helping me big time. Because getting into this podcast stuff, I had no idea what I was doing. And so I reached out to him. I said, can you help me, please? Because I really want to get into this, but I'm nervous. And he's like, yeah, sure, not a problem.
Yeah, and it's genius because whenever I have a woman guest, it always, for whatever reason, you guys love it. It performs high. So I figured if there was a host out there who was a woman, you'd probably do well.
Yeah, because a lot of women relate to me. They see me on social media. You know, I'm girly. I'm out there. I'm doing my thing. I'm like, yeah, this is a dirty job, but we can still do it. We can have our nails done and we can be cute and we can still make good money and we can be out here in the fields. And so a lot of women are starting their businesses because of me. And I just got an email today that another woman's starting a pooper scooper business because they've seen my content.
Wow.
So,
what platform?
YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube's my main platform. Instagram, I'm struggling over there, but it's growing little by little. And then TikTok. But TikTok's, it's wild. It's a wild, wild west over there.
Yes. And you're not doing Facebook Reels?
I do. I post over there.
Facebook Reels?
Yeah. I usually cross-post for the most part. Like when I post on Instagram, I cross-post.
Don't do that, Erika.
Tell me. Teach me.
Okay. So I work with Meta employee.
Okay.
And they told me this. And I don't know if I should tell the world this.
Come on.
Well, let me put a disclaimer out there. We got to keep it more generalized. Somebody told me that if you post on Instagram, there's a little cursor that says post to Facebook as well.
Yeah.
When that goes into Facebook, it will not perform as well as if you manually went into Facebook and made it a standalone post directly to Facebook Reels. Your performance will be substantially different.
Okay.
So it's going to take an extra step, but Facebook Reels right now is the best place to grow on social media. If you want to get clout on social media and influence people, post on Facebook Reels.
Now, are you doing this on your personal page or on your...
No, it needs to, to get paid, it needs to be a page. So you need to create a page.
Well, because my personal page is monetized. I made $17 recently.
I thought you were going to say $17,000.
No, $17. And I was like, hey, I'll take it.
Okay, well, but yeah, it just needs to be a page and a profile. But not even for the money part, but for the supply and demand. Yeah. In 2019, when TikTok came out, there was so many people watching it, teenagers and kids, and there wasn't enough people making content. So my buddy, Zach, was like, Paul, you love making videos. Because I lived with a family on 35 acres, and I'd always ask to hold my camera. I'd always have him filming mowing and all this stuff. He's like, have you heard about this TikTok thing? He's like, you should make one. So my very first one, it was him. He was swimming. They were rich. They had a big old house in the swimming pool. So he was swimming, and I just filmed him swimming. I don't even know if I put a music on. I was just trying to figure it out. I had 0 followers, 0 posts. Everything was 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And I posted it. This is a true story. My very first TikTok, 9,000 views.
You're like, what? That's
like 9,000 views. All of a sudden, I have 100 followers of him filming. So I was like, hey, run, Zach. So he's running down the field. They live on 35 acres, and he has this little dog. I miss that dog, by the way. But anyway, a dog starts chasing him, and they run down the field. I think it was like 13,000 views.
Dang.
Now I have like 200 followers. I'm like, this is crazy. These videos are a joke. So then I go to the doctor's office, and I film the nurse. I said, here comes the nurse. As the curtain was opening, back in the day, you only could make a 15-second.
Yeah.
So it cut me off after 15 seconds, and all these teenage boys watching, whoever's watching me, wanted to see the nurse, and the video ended in suspense because the curtain was like halfway open. I didn't intentionally mean to do that, but I got cut off. I think 2.9 million views. Now it was my third or fourth post. Now I got 10,000 followers on this TikTok thing in 2019, and no one knows who it is. And then at Christmas, my brother's like, oh my gosh, Paul, you're never going to get a girlfriend. Delete TikTok. You should not be on TikTok. No girl's going to want to, blah, 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 blah. And I made a TikTok that night of the dog barking at the TV, and it had 4.8 million views. The next morning, I had like 50,000 followers. I was like, I ain't deleting it.
Right, heck no.
I got 50,000 followers, but I thought it was a joke. And then I like spent 2 years off of that. I say all of that, Erika, to say the way that was on TikTok is the way it is on Facebook right now.
Okay.
There's so many of these old 50, 60, 70-year-olds on Facebook. My mom's on Facebook. My aunt's on Facebook. Like
Everybody's on Facebook.
But there's not enough people making Facebook reels. They're just doing what, the Instagram cross-posing, or they're not even taking it serious. They're trying to do TikTok or whatever. So if you make a Facebook reel right now, I've had 3 people I've helped. One of them started with basically nothing in January. I was looking this morning. They're at 575, I think, or 555,000.
Wow.
I help another guy. He started with 0. He's got 375,000. And I'm helping my buddy Marlon. I think he's at 192,000.
Add me to the roster.
All 3 of them. Well, all you have to do is what I told them. All you have to do is publish every day.
I can do that. I got my phone up all day.
One a day. And because you're a girl, you have a way bigger advantage of them.
My husband makes fun of me because I'll post and I'll have like a turtleneck on when I shoot. And he was like, you're really just covering it all up, aren't you? And I was like, yes, I am.
I've been podcasting for a couple days straight.
Yeah, how's that been for you?
It's exhausting, but it's fun.
Yeah. You do these often?
I try to go to every event I can. My ultimate goal, Erika, is to do what Joe Rogan does, where people come to me. I have a dope studio and everyone comes to me. I'm not at that level yet, so I go to the events, but still, I set up once every day, and then I get like 6 or 7 in-person interviews.
Yeah, and I've been noticing, because I've been following you for quite some time, and your content has been just getting like better and better and better with your reels, and how present on cameras even getting better. And it's cool. It's cool to like, follow you and follow other people and watch the journey, like as a content creator. I love that for you.
Yeah, and I post religiously every single day, so you get better at it the more you post.
I bought a headset because of you.
Really? One of these?
Yeah, I bought 2 of them. Because I was searching on Amazon for a headset, and I seen your mug pop up, and I was like, I know that guy.
You watched my video on Amazon.
Yeah, I watched it twice.
Oh, wow.
You did such a good job. I liked it.
And I got a commission when you bought these.
I know you did.
Thank you.
So you need to tell me about that, because I would like to work that into my stuff too, because as you know, podcasting is expensive, and right now I'm just paying for it out of pocket, but I need to level up. I need to learn how to interact with more sponsors and give the type of content that's going to help support the financial part of the podcast.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you off air of how you get that set up. But yeah, you could crush it over there.
Yeah, because that's what the goal is. So I've been in business for 5 years. I've been pooping, scooping, just learning how to become a business owner, how to do the content. And so now this next 5 years, I really want to dial it in and get smarter with the next level of business.
Yeah.
Especially with being here and talking to a lot of people, it really makes me realize that I need to set my game up in a lot of areas.
Yeah, and as a content creator, you can earn money too doing this.
Yeah.
So I know you're working with Jobber.
And that's been helping a lot. That's been definitely easing the financial part of the podcast, because I want to have the nice equipment. I want to make sure the quality is good, good lighting, all of that. Because Jobber is the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why I was able to come out here, because I gave that little speech yesterday.
Nice.
That was cool. I liked.
How did that go?
It went way better than I thought. So in my brain, I manufactured this crazy story, and it really psyched me out. That's the reason why I couldn't podcast with you guys yesterday, because I was so hyped.
Okay, I saw you. I was like, well.
I was nervous.
Okay.
Because I'm an anxious person by nature, right? And so yesterday I couldn't even think straight to sit still. So I'm just walking around back and forth. And I didn't really know how this was going to go down at the Jobber booth, because I had never done anything like this before. And they told me to write a 7 to 10 minute speech. And I hate that kind of stuff. And so I'm like, I'm going to forget the speech. So I get there I get to interact with the crowd. I set that speech.
The crowd? There wasn't just like on the phone?
No.
Like over there?
I had 10 people or 8 people.
In the jobber booth?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it was either 8 or 10 people. They were in the little chairs. They were close enough. I was able to make eye contact like us. And then me and the guy that was there, we kind of toggled back and forth. Ethan, yes, thank you. We went back and forth, and I got to answer questions from the crowd, and that is where I shine. Like, just reading a speech, it doesn't do it for me. So once I realized I was able to interact with the people, I was smooth sailing. I was good to go.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for you. If I was a woman, I'm not talking about like OnlyFans or something like that. I would definitely not do that. But I'm saying a businesswoman on social media right now, you will explode. You'll absolutely explode.
I hope it eventually happens. I've been at the social media since 2019, and that's something I really regret, because when the pandemic happened, the world basically shut down. Well, us as scoopers, we kept working.
You're up in Michigan.
Right. Well, we fell within the sanitation section, so we were in a gray area. I never stopped working, but I was nervous to talk about that because so many people were shut down, and there was just it was crazy. It was crazy times. And if I wouldn't have, if I would have jumped on the opportunity, things could probably be different, but I was blind to it. And so for anybody that's listening, if you just keep your eyes open, and if you feel like you should be doing something, taking a leap of faith, do it. Don't be scared to be like, oh, I don't want to offend people. I don't want to do that, because now I'm like, man, I should have just posted on social media and told people like, yeah, we're still working. Not be so scared.
Yeah, and I think even if you don't want to be like a social media influencer, if you have a home service-based business, whether you're pooping, scooping, or lawn mowing or snow plowing or whatever, share it online. Like, build credibility, build social proof online. Like, showcase your work, let people know who you are.
That's what I tell my people too, that follow me. I'm like, you basically have to be a social media company these days. You have to be putting content out there for your business and advocate. And social media it's right now it's fairly free, and the organic content does pretty well, especially for our niche, because there's not a lot of content out there.
Yeah, and if you want to be in a magazine, you have to pay like thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars to be in a magazine.
Yeah.
It's like on Instagram, you get to be free and reach probably more people than the magazine.
Yeah.
And people don't do it. It's mind-boggling.
I had one video that hit, I want to say maybe just shy of 2 million, somewhere on TikTok. It was me with a trash bag, putting it over top my pooper scooper bucket. People lost their minds. Like, it's my highest rated video. And it was, 16 seconds.
Double down on that. Do more or variation of that.
Yeah.
Double down.
Just me in the bucket.
Yeah, double down. That's one. I have a few coaches. One of them's a social media coach. And he says, if you ever have a hot piece of content, double down. Mm-hmm. Like, make the next one, not like identical, but do a similar thing.
Yeah, I need to be more aware of that kind of stuff. And really dial in. Like I said, that's my focus for these next 5 years, is to really focus on trends and focus just in general, because I'm kind of squirrely. I'm like, ooh, what's going on?
Well, consistency, I think, is the most important thing.
Yeah.
If you publish once a day on all 4 of those platforms for the next year, at some point you'll break out and pop off.
Well, I'm noticing too, so I do publish every day, but I'm using a scheduler, and it's not good. My views are so low.
Yeah.
I know. I decided I'm done doing the scheduler.
Yeah.
I cannot do it anymore, because for one of my videos to only get 62 views, that's insane.
Course that I'm in, it's a group coaching thing with all these influencers, and the coach did like research and tried some of the schedulers, mm-hmm. and they all flop videos. Don't do that. Organically, if you actually go in, take the time to make the post organically, it will have the best shot. Now, if your content's no good, it's going to flop. But if your content's actually good, but you pre-schedule it or you publish it and say, share it to this, it's good.
Garbage.
It's going to tank. That's why your Facebook Reels haven't taken off yet.
I've been doing that for about a month and a half.
No scheduling,
I
folks.
said, nope, we're done. We are done with that. And the app that I'm using, it's expensive. It cost me $50.
Metricool, or which one are you using?
Later.
Okay, yeah. See you later.
Yeah, really?
Later.
Peace out.
Peace out later. We're going to go organic into this thing and publish this stuff. And I'm telling you guys, if you own a lawn mowing business or a landscaping business, like, watch Andy Mulder if you're landscaping. He films his jobs, and it's like, I'm watching, like, I'm intrigued. Pressure washing, that's satisfying to watch. Picking up a piece of poop.
It's so
People
satisfying.
watch this stuff. Like, what we're doing is satisfying in nature. You're making something cleaner, or you're making something more beautiful, or, you know, maintaining something. That's like, we already have an advantage from things. And then you and I have a double advantage because this podcasting little clip thing is the trend. You know, Joe Rogan, we have him to thank, but put on a headset. Like they have like videos where they make fun of people. You just put on a headset and say anything and like it goes viral.
Sometimes. I don't know. Just like me, I'm like amateur. I don't know why I just like smacked my mic. I'm not used to the headset yet because I usually have my boom arm in front of me. And so I forgot this mic was here and I just whacked it. And I've done 47 episodes and I still feel like I'm still trying to figure the whole thing out.
Yeah. Tell us about that. How's your podcast going?
It's going well. I had seen all you guys doing your podcast. I was talking to Andrew and he's like, you should do a podcast. You need to do it. So I went and I got all the equipment on my birthday. My husband went and bought it for me because he's like, I know you could do this. So for my birthday, he took me shopping, got me the things that I wanted, and it sat there for like, I don't know, 2 months. So scared. I'm like, nobody wants to listen to me.
That's not true.
That's how I felt. And so I think a lot of us deal with that imposter syndrome. You know, it's like, I don't even want to hear my own voice, you know, at times. But if I don't talk about it, I don't put it out there, then people can't start their own businesses. So finally I texted Andrew. I said, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. So I sent Mr. Producer a message. I introduced myself, and I was actually, I want to say I was at Cedar Point. He was like, I can talk to you right now. So he called me and I talked to him as I sat outside the Raptor, like one of the rides, and he sounds exactly like he does on air. I was shook. And that's how we started our relationship. And I said, I'm very green to this. I'm watching YouTube videos. I was watching you, just kind of seeing about like your presence and your energy that you have. Because sometimes I can be real low, but then I'm also really high. I didn't want to be too much or too low.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
This is Erika Krupin.
And sometimes
today's episode.
If I'm all jacked up on coffee, that's how I got here. I was all jacked up on coffee and I sent Jabber a message. I was like, hey, I'll speak at the booth. And they're like, okay. So it's been cool. And so I told Mr. Producer my goal is to do 52 episodes in 52 weeks. And I'm at episode 47. And it was slow going. It was weird, like learning how to talk to yourself, like in a room alone. But that's why I do the camera, because the camera's my friend. That's what makes me feel comfortable. And I've been getting good feedback. I want to say I have a few thousand downloads, and that's big for me. So I'm super proud of it, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
Yeah, and they keep cranking out the short form vertical content. That's where you need to be. As a woman, pick up poop, talk about your business every day.
And I'm not in the field as much, and so that's what I need to record when I am in the field.
Yes.
Because right now I'm doing a lot of content in my studio at home, but that's not showing back when I first started my business, when I was like in the nitty-gritty, and a lot of my viewers, they really like those type of videos and they're asking for more of those. So I need to bring that back, where I had like my GoPro attached to my pooper scooper bucket, and it was like first person view of me.
Yes.
It was
all day long. Throw a little trending sound to that.
It was a wild time.
Throw a voiceover to that.
Yeah, now with all the skills that I've acquired.
Yeah, do a little voiceover. This is a fresh turd. What I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, this is a difference between, runny waist or a dehydrated dog, or this is a big dog, a small dog. I don't know, just whatever. And people are weird. People want to watch that kind of stuff on the internet. I didn't think that people wanted to, but some of those videos are some of my highest rated videos because people are into weird things, and we just got to give them what they want.
Yeah, totally. What's been your journey picking up poop? Like, what's the craziest story?
So I use talk to text quite often, and somebody got a new deck, like a new. So I sent him a message saying, I like your new not deck. It was another word that was very similar.
And it sounds like that.
It sounds like it. And he comes out the back door and he was like, thank you. And I was like, you're welcome.
Oh, man.
I think he knew. And I was like, yeah, it's beautiful. And he's standing there and he was on the back deck. And I was like, it's so great. You did such a good job. And I didn't think anything of it. I scooped the yard. I grabbed my phone and I looked to realize what I had actually said. And I was mortified. And so that sucked. That was an experience. And then like dogs getting let out.
Did you clarify with him, or does he still think you're
No, I didn't say it. Didn't say anything.
After that.
No, I just let it be.
He's still a customer?
Is he still a customer? If he is, Crystal takes care of him because I'm really, like I said, I'm not really in the field that much anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a Friday customer. Yeah. So that.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Well, when you're talking about like women in business, that's something that I struggle with. There was I use Jabber, and my whole entire team can see all of the messages. Well, I had this one customer. I had a hat on that was a pineapple hat, and he made a reference to that and asked if me and my husband wanted to hang out with him. And my whole team, everybody's seen it come through. And so then I'm getting messages from the team. They're like, "What's going on with this guy?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's getting wild over here." So stuff like that's challenging, and being able to keep things professional and have those type of conversations. And I've had to send emails out and had conversations with men about keeping the professionalism, especially with the other scoopers. Like, don't come outside, don't say anything weird. And I talked to my husband about that, and he's like, "Yeah, we don't deal with that kind of stuff."
Yeah.
So that's been a struggle, but I've been able to overcome that, and that was something that was hard for me, is having those difficult conversations and being able to like stand up for myself and for my girls. I can't have my girls being disrespected because we're all female company right now.
That's really good, Erika.
So there's that, and just leaning into the social media stuff. And I ran into this guy, Adam, that is here. He's getting ready he's building a pooper scooper business because he builds businesses and just sells them. And I was talking to him yesterday, and he's very intense. And everything that he was saying, I got so overwhelmed. I'm like, he's just so smart. And so I want to be that person. I want to get smarter. So that's what I'm working towards.
Are you going to come to the Equip Expo this year in Louisville?
My sister's from there. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know. Should I?
Yes. It's the largest trade show in the lawn care landscaping industry. We'll all be there. Well, at least Naylor and Payjack, and I'm not sure if Andrew's coming. Hopefully he is. But I think it's a great opportunity for you to network, meet people who watch your content, and just keep networking.
Well, this is new for me too. Like, this is a whole other world, being out here and podcasting. And I appreciate you guys being so kind and letting me join.
Yeah.
Because I'm like the new kid on the block. I'm like, what's up, guys? Come hang out. And you guys are cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah, have you been on, I saw you with Andrew, have you been on Naylor or Payjack show yet?
Not yet.
Well, yeah, make sure you get on both of those so our audience can follow you, connect with you, watch your content. What's your handles on social media?
So YouTube and Instagram, it's at Krupin's Poop and Scoop, and I have that Instagram, and the Scoop podcast on Instagram as well. I toggle between the two. I wanted to separate it because I didn't want to have this kind of social media stuff on my business personal page, which I don't know if that's smart or if that's not. I'm not really too sure, but I separated the two. So like business Erika for my customers, it's Krupin's Poop and Scoopin', and the Scoop podcast is more for the people that are looking to learn more about the business. And I could talk a little trash about customers over there.
No, that is a really good point.
Because I don't want to gripe about people not paying or whatever the issue is when my customers are watching it, because I don't know, I feel like that put a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah, tell us more about that though. People not paying.
Oh yeah, people just in the service industry in general, they just sometimes will be disrespectful, and then they'll say they're going to pay and then they don't pay, and then you have to go with the runaround. And then before I had Jobber, they were like, "You didn't come, we didn't get scooped." But now with Jobber, we have the timestamps, I have the messages on the way, so I can show I have the track record. Hey, we service you, we have to pay. But our ticket price is so low. Am I going to send somebody to collections for $25 to prove a point?
Do you have their card on file on Jobber?
But yeah, but people, their card gets declined, right? And then you go down the road, they got 5 cards saved on file, and I'm just going through charging them. I'm like, one of these days, one of them's going to go through, and I'll do that. And then finally it'll charge, and they're like, "Well, you charged my card. I want to start service back up." And I'm like, "No." I say it more professional. I just say, due to non-payment or your payment history, we can't put you back on route. I don't want to be chasing money. I don't want to have to deal with that. But it's been really good. For the most part, I quit taking checks. Sometimes I'll accept Venmo every once in a while, but it's mainly all through Jobber. And those are my older customers that eventually, once they're gone, I'm not going to allow it anymore.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad that you can make it out here, be proactive, get on Naylor's show, get on Payjack's show. And guys, go support Erika. It takes a lot of courage to put your story out there via podcast, via social media. And make sure you guys get out there, smash that follow button, subscribe to her. She's got a edgy personality.
Is it?
Trying to think of the right word. Entertaining.
I'm out there. I'm a little wild. I'm a wild.
Yeah, wild.
You don't know what you're going to have. I say some weird stuff.
Wild's the word. That was better.
That's how it is being a female entrepreneur. It's a little different, but it's a good time. I've seen you guys on the Jobber podcast.
Okay, yeah.
I'm hoping one day I can get on that podcast.
Yeah. Just keep making videos and just keep talking. Jobber's been great. They were my first sponsor in 2019, and they've been a part of our program ever since.
Yeah, I didn't really know much about podcasting until Brian Fullerton. So we live near each other. I found one of his videos. It was a route density video. So I was watching his videos, and then he said he was doing the podcast. And me, I didn't realize how big time he was. I shoot him a message. I was like, hey, I'd love to be in your podcast. And he's like, well, right now I'm just doing the green industry. And I was like, well, when you're ready to go brown, I'm down.
Oh, nice.
And I hope he got a kick out of it. But
have you been on his show yet?
Nope.
Oh, come on, Brian.
Not yet. Brian, if you're listening and watching, where are you at? Come on. I'm ready.
He does listen. So, Fullerton, get this woman on your podcast, man.
Oh, they're cool. They're a big inspiration because Liz grew up in Dearborn, which is not too far from where I grew up. Our stories are pretty similar. Like, I grew up in Inkster in the ghetto. It was very drug infested. Girls didn't really make it out. You get 3-4 baby daddies. You kind of just stay there and you just don't live a good life. And I said, no, that's not going to be me. I have no baby daddies, and I'm going to get out of there. That's kind of what I've been doing.
Yeah, I'm coming up to Novi in November for Brian's event.
Yep,
so.
We'll be there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can come to Equip too.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out. When is it?
October 17th through 20th in Louisville.
Louisville.
It's just about 30,000 people, largest trade show in our industry.
We have a Pooper Scooper convention next month.
Next month, September.
Yeah. So I have to figure that out just with travel and stuff.
Yeah.
But
it's the best one to go. Well, thank you, Erika. Make sure you guys go and support her, follow her. She's in the Mr. Producer Network. I will keep in touch with you. I'm going to teach you how to get on Amazon. I'm going to keep you accountable to keep making TikToks, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, directly to Facebook, YouTube Shorts, podcasting, and you will be very successful. You'll be at these events with people lined up. Say, hey, I watch you on TikTok. I watch you on Instagram. I watch you on social media. And there's going to be a line of people wanting to meet you if you keep making the videos.
That's wild. I had one guy, he came up to me. His name is Patrick. And he's like, I've watched you online. It's so nice to meet you. Yeah, so it was really cool. That's why it's cool to do this stuff.
I see like a group. They're going to be like, I saw you're Erika. I watch you. Just don't give up.
I won't. I'm going to keep chugging. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.